Follow me. To the crib, to the crib, to the crib. Why don't you follow me to my place? To the crib, to the crib. Back in Jersey, yeah, yeah.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of New Music New Jersey. I am your host, Apples, and tonight we are here in Asbury Park, New Jersey at the Trinity and Pope Bar and Restaurant. I bring to you tonight a very special band, a jazz band, and their name is Wakah. Okay, so these guys are really good. We actually got to see them perform a little while back at Chico's House of Jazz, and it was very different. Definitely have a really unique style. So tonight I'm going to bring to you them in person. So, can you guys please introduce yourself to our viewers on New Music New Jersey?
My name is Animal, I play the drums.
My name is Josh, I play the bass.
I'm Chloe and I sing.
Saxy Matt, saxophone.
All right, I'm loving your shirt. Right?
Nice.
I love the beads.
We went together.
Yep, yesterday.
You guys look awesome. Okay, now can you please tell us how long have you guys been together as a band?
As this band, about 4 months.
4 months.
4 or 5 months.
About 2 years.
2 years.
Playing.
The band itself's been around about 2 years.
April 1st to April 1st ago.
Yep.
So that's
Yeah. And you know, it just kind of came together.
Okay, and how about you, Chloe? Because I don't remember the first initial meeting with them. How long have you been? with them?
I was actually living in North Carolina and I would come up and they asked me to rehearse with them a bunch of times. So I would come up and do that with them, and then I officially moved back in July 1st. And as soon as we got back, we were doing like 3-4 gigs a night. And it's just been uphill since then, so.
Awesome. Okay, so as I said, that they are a jazz band. Can you guys please tell me what instruments you play in the band of Wakah?
I play drums.
And you, Josh?
Bass guitar.
And you, Chloe?
I play the microphone. I sing.
And Matt?
Tenor saxophone.
Okay, cool. And individually, how long have you been playing instruments? How long have you been doing jazz music, Gabe?
I never really liked jazz, but I've been playing drums since I was like a little kid. I was like a punk drummer and hardcore drummer for a long time. Just started playing like funk and jazz, and then started the band, and here we are.
Okay. How about you, John?
I've been playing this and that and doing, you know, music, whatever, for as long as I can remember, but I started playing the bass about 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So, and, you know, I play just about any style, or listen to just about any style. I play what I play.
Do you have a favorite, or?
Not really.
No?
I mean, I like, you know, listening to music and music.
Okay.
I like playing funk and jazz a lot. I like keeping it smooth, but.
Okay, cool. And how about you, Chloe? Singing? How you?
I've been singing forever. My dad's a jazz musician. I love jazz. Billie Holiday every morning when I wake up and all that stuff. And I listen to everything. Big music person. So.
Cool.
been playing saxophone since 4th grade, so you know, between concert band and marching band and jazz bands in middle and high school, and going to Japan and coming back, just getting a lot of experience playing in a lot of different places, and I like to give up the old sheet music. It feels good. It feels good.
Okay.
Jazz, again, like Abe said, I don't really like jazz too much, but what we end up playing just ends up sounding like jazz.
Oh wow.
So I don't know how to explain.
Even people that don't like jazz are like, that's good though.
Okay, so let me ask, as a group with jazz, and you guys are fairly young, you're not really old, and I don't really hear about a lot of young people doing jazz. How is that, like, you know, in the market of jazz, and you're having, you know, people that are a little bit older, like, how do you guys make it different because you guys are young? You put your extra spin on it and...
Keep varied influences, you know, don't take influences. We're not trying to make it sound like something, we're just trying to play music that we like. You know, I like jazz, I like funk, I like hardcore, hard rock, punk, metal, different types of metal, weird music, avant-garde. I mean, you know, just take influences and make music that you enjoy making, you know?
I think a lot of it too is that we know how to tear it up when we need to tear it up, and we can mellow it out when we need to mellow it out. So I think people like that too.
That sounds fun.
It's easy, very free.
Yeah, like you said, we're not trying to play jazz, just
Happens.
Just
Yeah.
happens.
We just try to create a good vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay. And how did you guys meet? Because I know that you are from different areas. So where are you from, and you know, how did you guys actually meet? Getting where
oh
you
man.
from?
Well, all right. I've known Matt like what, 8 years, but we never played together. We were just friends, you know. And I know Chloe a long time, you know, and then started the band with someone else, and me and Josh met, and we started, you know, and then Matt was like,
came out of the
her dad was playing with us and called me, and he's like, hey, you mind if my friend Matt sits in? And we're like, yeah, and then it's him. And I'm like, dude!
I had no clue that it was them, so when I showed up at the Saint, right around the corner from here, and then Josh was a Craigslist find, so I hear.
Yep.
And he lives right now.
Crazy.
So that
Yep.
What are some of the techniques that you guys do when you're creating new music? You all have your own different styles, and you say you play a lot of different styles of jazz. How do you guys, when you're making that song, how does it all come together? What are some of the techniques that you guys do? Do you guys get like blocked, or is it this one agrees, this one doesn't agree? Like, how do you guys come together to make that song? How's that work?
Okay, wait. Because it's really complicated. Right now. Okay.
I like
We
this
don't think
question.
about it at all. We just play music. We
We
generally
just play music.
don't talk about it. If we're trying to write a song for like an album, we'll get done and be like, okay, that wasn't it. Let's play it again.
We
That's it.
rehearse at shows.
At the moment we're rehearsing at shows.
And most of it's just on the fly, or a lot of it is.
Yeah.
And that's the basis, like it was forever. You know, we used to go play shows in like didn't have songs.
And that's probably what ends up making it sound so jazz in the end.
So if this serves me correctly, that means that you guys get on stage and you guys are you're vibing off of each other right there
Yeah.
on the spot.
And the crowd.
It's the best feeling.
Wow.
Before we had songs, we had no idea what we were doing whatsoever.
Yeah, we would just
We
go
never
and
had
start
a plan.
playing. One of us would start something and we would just go.
Yep.
That's different. That's really different. I'll say this why, because I think when you think of groups, you think of bands, you're like, okay, here's his part, here's my part, let's see if they all come together. And then it's like, no, it doesn't sound right, do it over. And then, well, I don't want to do a song, So you get all the conflict that goes on with a band because it's more than one person, it's more than one style. But as a group, you have to come together and meet. But for you guys to sit here and tell me that you actually go on stage and one starts playing, the next one starts playing, someone starts singing, and then here you go, you have a song. Beautiful.
And that's why it's always different, and it's always a different show. Even if we're playing the same songs off the same EP release that we just had today, it doesn't sound the same at all. Totally different vibe.
So let me ask you this: with jazz, you guys do a lot of gigs, traveling. What was one of your most memorable shows, and how did it change the band? How did it change the group? Like, if it was an experience that you can think of, like when you guys were on stage, or maybe when it was like, wow, this is really it, or just like with the crowd showing you love and stuff. Did you guys ever remember your own little moments where you felt like?
I got one, I think. Is that we went to play a festival, what was it, Evolve Fest?
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, in North Jersey, and then we had another gig at Langosta Lounge that night, so we drove up to Evolve. It was like 2 hours, and then back, and then played another gig, and we were so tired. But I think we
Actually, that was
played
the
like
fourth
the
gig that
best,
weekend.
one
Yeah.
of the best shows we ever played
Yeah, we had
that
4
night.
shows that week.
Because,
Yeah.
So what does it feel like, to be performing and you're going to different towns and you're getting all the love, and that must be really inspiring. Like, what does that take, Wakah? Where do you guys go with that? How does that?
That's also why every night sounds different. Is because of the different crowds. Different people give off different vibes, and we feed off different vibes, so it ends up sounding different.
Okay. I just wanted to let you guys know that we are here at the Trinity and Pope, not to just hang out, but we are here because this is their album release party, actually. And I just want you guys to know also that they have won an award, the Asbury Music Award. Can you please tell us how that came about? How were you guys nominated for that?
We were nominated last year, which was like, because we were just like a crazy instrumental band at that point. That was before Chloe was in it. We got nominated. I was like, that's weird. And this year we got nominated, and we won. And we were probably as surprised as anyone else was.
Yeah.
We did the show.
I was like jumping on stage.
We got there 5 minutes before they called our group.
Yeah.
And I was like, I heard our name called, and I was like, okay, yeah, those are the nominees. Oh wait, no, that's the winner. They just called
We walked in while they were announcing the nominees for our award.
Wow.
Just me.
And how has that changed with you guys, winning an award? And it, as you guys say, it is unexpected.
What was it? It made us feel better about the area, and like the support that we're getting,
That must be.
And it opened doors, it definitely opens, every little bit helps,
Okay. And just individually, can you guys just tell me about your different influences? The greats, jazz players, got Al Mays, and can you guys tell me?
The greats, jazz players. I mean, I could list a bunch of different, all the big names in jazz, but what really gets me is that that's not what I really, feed off of. What I actually feed off of playing the saxophone and Wakah is more like guitar-oriented stuff. I don't know, I just listen to a bunch of old funk stuff, 70s funk and stuff, and that's where I get my influence from. And I think that's also why people say that what I play doesn't sound like any saxophonist, but it still sounds like jazz. So, I mean, I work with what I can.
Okay. But even with that, anyone in particular that you really can grind to, and really when you just want to mellow down or just be in the mood, Is anyone that's in your player that you like to hear or you like to?
Anybody that plays tenor sax. I mean,
Or any music, anyone that you really like, maybe have like a favorite artist or an influence.
Funkadelic. Let's just say Funkadelic. I've been listening to Funkadelic for the
So
last
that'd be
week.
like George Clinton, right?
Right. Ooh, so good. So good.
Oh yeah, that guy is cool. And how about you, Chloe?
I love Billie Holiday. I grew up on instrumental jazz stuff, and I listen to Ella and Sarah Vaughan, and I love Chet Baker. Just anyone you could think of.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So you have a variety, and that's beautiful. Being in music in a band to be very versatile. And how about you, Josh?
Louis Armstrong and Jack of the Stories. Both for being beautiful and crazy.
Right, all right. How about you, Kate?
Nice. Well, like so many great drummers, like jazz, like Gene Krupa, and and all them are cool. But I don't know. I like a lot of like hip hop elements too, and stuff like that, like real funky.
Yeah.
Like I try to I don't know. We try to blend a lot of different things.
Get you. Okay. Okay, so again, we are here in Asbury Park at the Trinity and Pope Bar and Restaurant with jazz band Wakah. And before we go, is there anything you guys would like to say inspiring to our viewers? We have a lot of artists out there that are grinding, that are struggling, that are trying to get their music heard, even if it's not on a mainstream level, just to get started and have the confidence. Like I said, you guys get on stage and you just make it happen. Is there any advice you'd like to give to some of the people that are, trying to be a good artist and, keep it moving and having the faith?
Don't accept auto-tune. Don't accept auto-tune. Turn them down when they say we need to auto-tune this. No. That's my advice.
Okay, how about you?
Read The Music Lesson by Victor Wooten, and Jimi Hendrix said, if there's anything that can be changed in the world, it can only happen through music, which is like my favorite quote.
Wow. And how about you, Josh?
Just follow your fears and keep it real. Because you gotta play music. It's gonna be a struggle no matter how far you go.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Stop.
Like on stage, one of us messes up, we all roll with it. So it doesn't sound like we messed up. It's like it's good strategy.
Our best
for
change
life.
is from somebody, funky.
Okay, cool. And before we go, where can we listen to your music? Where can we find you? If we want to follow your shows, if we want to contact you, if we want to book you, how do we find out how to reach Wakah?
We're all over. We're on Facebook, and we have a website, which is www.wakahmusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just Google us, it's like everywhere.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right. So again, I'm your host of Apples from New Music, New Jersey, and we're here in Asbury Park at the Trinity and Pope, and we were with the fabulous, wonderful, cool jazz band Wakah. And I want to say it's been a pleasure having you guys on the show. I can't wait to go in and actually see you guys play. And you guys are a really cool bunch, really cool dudes. I like your and lady.
I like how she's
I like your vibe. I like how cool you are, and I wish you guys the best of luck and congrats again on your award. And again, you can follow New Music New Jersey on Twitter, and that's at New Music New Jersey. You can also go to our website to view our shows, which is www.urbansociallicensnj.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Apples2011 or on Facebook, Apples New Music New Jersey. You guys have a wonderful evening. Goodbye. And you never know, we might just be coming to your town. Goodbye, everyone.
This summer, join our new host May Mazi and a New Music New Jersey team as we travel to interview new, inventive, inspiring, and creative indie artists. New Music New Jersey, dedicated to traveling throughout the world to feature the hottest indie artists of all musical backgrounds. The taping of Season 3 experienced a change, and you'll never know, we might be coming to your town.